Up now. Okay, cool. So we rocking and rolling on all platforms. All right. So again, welcome to my folks on Facebook who are just getting in, man. Welcome, appreciate you all. Instagram, LinkedIn, we appreciate all y'all for joining tonight. I won't keep you long. We got started a little bit difficulties, but it's always something. But it's all good. We're just here for the education piece, man. I'm trying to build something that I could do weekly to bring some type of education in regards to real estate. In the market in South Carolina, Columbia, and those surrounding areas. Just trying to educate my community, educate you all in that regards. So here we are today. Let me pull up some notes. First episode of the year. Um, Columbia real estate market is what we're talking about specifically right now. You know, it's a very strong market right now. We hear a lot of the headlines saying there's a housing crash coming. We've been hearing that for the longest. Um, home prices are going to drop dramatically. Inflation rates are going to rise, to 10%. All right. So none of that loom and gloom is real. All right. Right now, specifically in Columbia, our current market is experiencing still a strong seller's market. There's still low inventory. There's still high demand. They're buyers. They're individuals. It might be yourself who are looking to purchase a home. You can't necessarily find what you're looking for right now. But come the spring, come March, there'll be more. There should be more inventory. We should start seeing more of a balanced out market, which is where we're leaning towards now. Um, Ideally we have about 2.5 months worth of inventory, close to 3 months worth of inventory available. Uh, we want it to be about 3 to 4 months. All right, that's a balanced market. Sellers are getting what they want. Homeowners are getting, home buyers are getting what they need. So about 3 to 4 months worth of inventory is what we're looking for. When we get into maybe 6 months worth of inventory, that's more of a buyer's market. So right now, where we are in that 2.5, 3 month inventory, that's more of a how much longer do you think before the market flips and turns into a buyer's market? Here we are now. Yeah, so a buyer's market, I think you'll get to there close. No, buyer's market maybe towards the end of the year. If we get to that point. But great question, absolutely great question. Um, I'm gonna get right back to you, my brother. All right, so home prices in Columbia are again they're steadily increasing. Average home prices in the area right now is about around $200,000. The market is expected to continue to be strong in the next coming months. Mortgage rates, you know, the scare. Mortgage rates are going up. Mortgage rates are going up. But let me tell you, mortgage rates follow inflation. Inflation is going up. It has absolutely. And mortgage rates has gone up absolutely. We were in a pandemic last year. In the last 2 years, some of those numbers were drastic numbers. Those were outliers. Some of the numbers, some of the things that we were seeing in the past 2 years. What we're seeing now is more of normal. This is more normal. This is more of what we want, what we're looking for. Interest rates, as you can see, inflation is kind of is starting to steady itself out, lower itself. Interest rates. I talked to a mortgage lender this morning, and he was saying where he set some in last night at 5.8. So you're catching them below 6. I think, based on what the experts who I follow, what they're telling us, mortgage rates will be in the fives, uh, definitely by the summer, going into the end of the fourth quarter. Excuse me. Whew, excuse me. So mortgage rates. Right now, if you are thinking about buying, all right, it is absolutely a perfect time because what's going to happen in the next couple of months? Mortgage rates, interest rates are going to go down. All right, and buyers who are sitting on their hands, who are waiting, all of a sudden, everybody's going to flood the market. Everybody's going to flood the market now. Everybody's battling for those prices, for those properties. Everybody's putting up now. It's no longer now. If you're looking to purchase something at this moment, now you're out there by yourself pretty much. Everybody's kind of slow. They're scared of the mortgage rates. And listen, there's so many things that you can do. I'm not a financial lender, but there's so many buy down programs. There's so many programs that you can do in order to not manipulate, but in order to get a rate that's feasible and workable for you. And once the rates come back down, which they will, which they always do, you refinance. All right, but right now prices could possibly jump a little bit because buyers are going to just fly into the market shortly. You know, they're definitely not going. Prices aren't going to go down much more. If you're into investing, um, investors, this is investors are just flocking into the area. There are a number of good discounted deals right now, so there are a number of opportunities to take advantage of. In that regards, the key is educating yourself. It's really educating yourself. There's a lot of movement throughout the city of Columbia. There's a lot of movement in surrounding areas. There are opportunities to get into multifamilies. Right now, I think I forecast, if you are an investor, if you're thinking about investing, I'm thinking there are going to be some discount in multifamily houses. I think there are going to be some opportunities to get into those into those homes, into those properties. Is if the key is make sure you have someone who's educated, who understands the market, who understands the transitions throughout the markets, and communicate. It doesn't cost you anything to communicate with me. I believe in relationships over transactions. Absolutely, transactions is how I feed my family, but building trustworthy, long-standing relationships are key for me, and I think it's essential to me building my business. So if I can help you, there's no charge for questions for me to help you. Um, and if we decide that working together makes sense, listen, there's still no charge until I sell your home or find you a home to live in. And as a buyer, a lot of times there is no charge for me. But anyways, that's a whole nother story. I'm not supposed to say it like that, but those are facts. Sometimes I get carried away with the facts. A lot of times, I'd rather be honest and truthful with you, and we not do business, or you not, kind of like me, than to not be honest and truthful, just to get you to like me or do business in that regards. So listen, there are great opportunities. This now is a magnificent time if you're looking to buy or purchase. It's a balanced market. There's so much going on. There are buyers who are looking to pay premium. Multiple offers. I just had a property with multiple offers at asking price, above asking price. All right, there's still opportunities there. So communicate with me if you need any help. If you have any questions, don't be afraid. Um, you know, there's some new agents. I've communicated with some new agents. This is another thing. Most of the time when I talk, I talk to my buyers, my sellers. But this is a new age of real estate. And to my new agents who's struggling like most agents, there's some opportunities out there. Now is the time to increase your game, to up your game, to up your skills. Now is the time to surround yourself with individuals who are going to pour into you, because it's not like the past 2 years. And if you struggle the past 2 years, then, buddy, you definitely need to get some guidance. All right. If you're thinking about getting into the real estate game, there's some opportunities. If you're thinking about getting your license, a lot of times, folks want to discourage you. Man, come on. There's some opportunities. Let's talk about that as well. You know, 2023 is a tremendous year. At some point, home ownership is critical. Millennials, y'all young guys that I see are on here now. I got some young folks on here now. Listen, it's your time. I mean, you want to look at your first home wants to be you want it to be a multi-family home. All right. And we could talk more about that. You want your first property, your first purchase, not to be your dream home, your forever home at 25, 31, 36. Depending on your situation, everyone's unique, but ideally, you want it to be a multi-family property. All right. Less than 4 doors. And we could talk more about why and how to transition that into what will eventually be, in the next 4 to 5 years, your dream home. All right. Listen, real estate is a key to wealth. I'm learning more. I'm growing more. You see me a lot of times. You hear me say grow daily. You'll see me. You got to grow daily. I believe in growing daily. I'm learning more. There's so much. There's so many opportunities out there, and I want to say this, and I say this as a factual moment. Um, this week, there in the real estate in our conglomerate, the discussion has been about how African Americans only make up 6% of the realtors in America. All right, out of that 6%, we're nowhere close to the top of the money makers. Why? I don't know. All right, but the key to what I say to that, the key to that message is there's opportunities, financial opportunities in real estate. You don't have to be a realtor, but there are financial opportunities in real estate. And I don't care what you do, what your track is, you need to find a route into real estate some kind of way, whether it's through investments, whether it's through a license as a career, but it needs to be a part of who you are in some form or some fashion. All right, whether it's through Airbnb properties or however it goes. Engage in real estate, especially by younger folks, but it's never too late. All right. Again, I really appreciate you all tonight. We had some technical difficulties. Can't even get the word out. All right, technical difficulties. But we're here. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to educate you. We're gonna fight through it. We're gonna be here every week. All right, I'm gonna invite some special guests on, man. I got some guests. I might invite some industry experts who are working in have Airbnb properties, and they can tell you about their experience. I might invite some individuals on, who are community activists in the community doing things, to help build a community that has nothing to do with real estate. All right, we want to bring small businesses on. All right, does inventory increase closer to tax time? Inventory absolutely will increase. Boy, listen, Casey, it's good to see you, brother. Hey, man, love you, dog. It's great to see you, Casey, homeboy. 2023 is a huge year, man. Let's make some things happen. Justin, man, love you, boss. So appreciate your support. Let me see. I'm here for the knowledge. Akita, love you, sweetheart. I'm here for the knowledge. Casey, you got a lot of knowledge, man. I'm gonna bring you on. Yeah, I'm gonna bring you on the episode, brother, because you have a lot to add. Your experience in the real estate game is tremendous. And I'm gonna bring you on maybe next week. We might have to set this up, man, next week. I know it's just a phone call away. Does inventory increase in tax time? Yes. Get those tax papers right. Get those tax papers right, dog. Don't go buy that doggone Dolce & Gabbana, man. Come talk to me. Let's get a down payment. 5, 15, 20. 15, 10, 20, man. You in something. It's the same thing you're doing if you're renting it. And it really doesn't matter where you are. I'm not selling in Charlotte. I'm not selling in Atlanta. But I have a connection of outstanding real estate individuals. All over the nation. All right, so if you're thinking about moving somewhere, you're thinking about real estate in any state, bro, let me know. All right, we can make this work. Any more questions? We hadn't been on that long, man. This hadn't been on too long. Any more questions? Anything? Any questions? Anybody got anything for me? That's what's up, man. I appreciate y'all 100. Yeah, I appreciate y'all 100. And let me tell you, this is not easy for me, man. It's not easy for me being in front of this camera, making this thing work, coming up with notes. But it's what I do. I left. I started training. I had training sessions starting, I think, 4 o'clock. From 4 o'clock all the way up to, I think I had an hour break up until right until this started, 8:20. I was in some type of training session. But I'm committed. I'm committed to educating you individuals. I'm committed to educating my people. I just had somebody call me about heirs property. It's so much going on, man. I just talked to some people about trust. The gentleman, he had a will, and his will specifically stated that he wanted his niece to have everything in his will, his property, everything, but he didn't have it in a trust. A will doesn't protect us. We have to have our real estate. We have to have our ownings in a trust. I'm going to bring individuals on who are experts in those areas. Those aren't my expertise. Heirs property. Same thing. I just had a gentleman call and text me last night about 11:30. He's trying to get his family's property in his name. And I told him, brother, I don't mind help you. All right, but it's a process. It's going to be a process. All right, but there's so much, and a lot of times it affects the African American community. I'm here to help everybody. It's brothers who's helped me who don't look nothing like me. All right, so, but I keep it honest. Again, sometimes the facts get in the way of my conversation, but I like to be honest and trustworthy, and a lot of times it affects us as African Americans. We don't understand the game, and it's not a game; it's life. We don't understand, some of the things, and that's nobody's fault. But for those of us who know and who are starting to know, it's important that we pass that information on. So I'm here to educate, man. Casey, you here to learn. I'm here to learn. I'm here to give as much information as I can. Again, I appreciate y'all. God bless you. Any questions before I let you go? I won't keep you all night. It's late. I know 9 o'clock. Any questions, comments, concerns? 100. I appreciate y'all. God bless. We'll see y'all next Thursday. Share it with somebody, man. Hey, share it with somebody, dude. Hey, critique it. I'm going to get better. Love y'all. Hey, 100. God bless. We out.